First up, Bangalore.
Bangalore?
Where'd you put this bitch?
I mean, she's pretty good.
Yeah.
Smokescreen is a very good Q.
Yes.
And
I will agree with
I
that.
mean, her ult is it's okay. I mean, zoning is really powerful in mid to late game.
Yeah. Doesn't
So
do
I
like
would
much
say,
damage though. Only thing.
but I mean, you're not gonna want to stay there because
No.
it does stun. I mean, there are ways to get around the stun, but
it's very easy to, especially as Octane.
well, you can get out of anything with Octane.
Well,
is the
yes.
thing. I would say she's at least B.
Yeah.
I think you can make the argument for A tier just because of how good her smokescreen is.
Yeah, but then if they have a Bloodhound or if they have digital scopes, then it's kind of pointless.
I think that's what's keeping her out of A tier, to be honest.
That was easy. Bloodhound now. Speaking of.
Bloodhound. Okay, I gotta get my bias out there. Bloodhound is my main character, my favorite character in the whole game.
Really?
Yeah.
Your favorite?
My favorite. Q, really good, especially now that it actually just gives you wall hacks.
Yeah, it's like so good now, actually.
I mean, it's on a 15-second timer too.
Not that long though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It lasts like a fight. Like you can do it once or twice a fight.
Yeah, in a prolonged fight, you'll have it at least twice. And you can call out people who are hiding behind cover trying to ambush you when you push in. I mean, when it comes down to it, information is extremely important in any battle royale, but especially Apex Legends. And Bloodhound gives you information on a 15-second cooldown. 7 seconds if you have the ult up.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
The ult is
I just don't like the field of view change with it.
Yeah, I agree, but I still think it's kind of selfish because it's just a digiscope most of the time, except for the 7-second Q change.
Did you run faster too, or no? Or is it just the field of view makes it look like?
You run like 20% faster. It's quite noticeable, but it also gives you like this false sense of security because of your new movement speed. So you kind of, if you're me, you kind of push with it.
Yeah.
And
every time I ult, I'm like, God mode, go.
So it's good. It's not very utilitarian. You smack Q, you reset it with the ult, you smack Q again, and that's mostly what it's used for. So I would say A tier, just because.
A.
Yeah.
In this climate.
I mean, to be fair, I haven't played Season 8.
Oh, damn.
So
that's what this whole tier list is.
I mean, they haven't changed the game too much, I don't think. So, I mean, I played Season 7, so it's not like I'm that out of date.
No, I guess.
I would say A. Or maybe B.
I would say B, because Bloodhound doesn't have many other movement or like escape options aside from ulting.
Yeah, that is true. But, I mean, at the same time, I think the whole point is that you don't put yourself in those situations to begin with.
Yes, but I go balls to the wall, so I was thinking. How do I get in, and then how do I immediately regret my decisions and go out?
This is why I played the Bloodhound in the team. Yeah, B's fine.
Okay. Caustic is A.
I mean, we should explain why, because you're right, and you should say it, but Caustic is really good.
It had to be said, especially late game. Late game, he's like God tier.
He gets better and better the longer the game goes.
Yeah.
His Qs, you get like 3 of them at a time.
Yes. 3.
Fast recharge. You can have, what, 6 out at a time?
I don't know.
You can have
sounds right.
Enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out at a time. You can hold down buildings. You can lock off certain areas with doors.
I like to use it as like a cover sometimes when I'm like trying to heal, reviving somebody.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can get rid of them free and get the charge back almost immediately. It's not just a gas trap which does good damage. Like, it used to not do good damage, and then they buffed it again, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So it used to do 1 damage scaling a tick. Now it's 2, I think? Which means you're doing, in like 2 seconds, you're doing 5 damage a tick. And then his ult is just a
More.
fart.
Yeah.
They said, oh, you don't need to spare a bullet to activate a trap or wait for the activation time. Here, you can cover people with it. You can just, well, they reduced the visual element of it, right? It doesn't like fog you up as much, like his gas in general.
If you're like a teammate.
Well, oh, I thought it was in general. Was it just teammates?
I think so, because I think it did. Because as Caustic, I don't think it does anything visually.
Well, as Caustic, you get smart vision through it. You can see enemies in your gas, like they get.
Oh
highlighted.
yes. I think if you're like on the same team as a Caustic, it still like fogs you up.
Yeah, I think they just reduced it a little bit in season 7.
Not sure. Did not
Either
pay
way,
attention to that.
it doesn't matter.
Yes.
It is zoning. It is lockdown. It is anything you want. His kit is good. The only way he is balanced is because his hitbox is big.
Yeah. He's a chonker.
I think that's what I got to say about Caustic.
I agree. Now, Crypto,
right,
on the other hand.
This is a point of contention.
This is where we go.
Crypto's my secondary character. I really like Crypto. I think a drone can be really powerful, given the right setup and having patient teammates.
Which is usually not the case.
Which is not you.
No. Most of the time, no. But also just trying to play Crypto in pubs is like impossible.
Well, I think it's possible, but it's not probable. I mean, I've won games as Crypto with pubs.
Well, sure.
But
it's just really hard.
I'm not saying, yeah, it's not. You have to have people that are willing to play around you.
Yes.
And
that can be hard to come by.
In higher elos, I'm sure that's more possible.
Well, yeah, but even then,
I think it's a powerful tool if you're allowed to use him.
Thing is, it's
now,
just
I don't think he's as good as Bloodhound for like information.
No, because like he has to stop. Like he could be, he's vulnerable.
It's much more committal. Yeah.
Yeah, like the team has to like work around Crypto instead of like the other way around.
You have to have not just you, but your whole team committed to your playstyle.
Yeah, and it's just like no other character really has to do that. Well, except for maybe like Watson.
Yeah, well, Watson has her uses. We'll get to her later.
Yes,
but I think Crypto's probably B tier, maybe C tier.
I would put that in shit later.
I think this. We didn't even bring up his ult. His EMP is actually pretty useful. It's a good pushing tool.
Yeah.
It's not the best.
No.
But it does 50. It does 50 damage, and it gets you the drone placement. We should say, when you get your drone placed, you get everyone in its field of vision who's an enemy marked.
Yeah.
Like Bloodhound, but it stays as long as they're in the field of view. Bloodhound's only.
Or if someone shoots
seconds.
it down. Which can be pretty easy if Crypto's not using it.
Yeah, but you can be smart about it and place it in weird spots where you can still see.
Sure.
It all comes down to the Crypto player, I feel. I would say C.
Put that out. D. Put him in D just because of the commitment you have to make sometimes.
I think that's fair. I think playing with pubs, he's D tier. If you can coordinate with people, he's C or B tier.
I guess that's a fair assessment.
I would say he's one of the more skill-based characters. You have to play him a lot to learn where to put drones, when to do drone.
Gotta be skillful in this character.
You have to be good.
Now, do you know anything about this guy? Because you said you haven't played this new season yet.
I know he has a big boomer for
He's
his ult?
big boomer.
His Q has something to do with nades?
So his Q shoots out a projectile that I think can stick to people too, but I'm not entirely sure on that. But it does like a couple ticks of damage for a couple seconds, and then his ult shoots, as you said, the big boomer. It goes up into the air, and then it creates like a circle of fire in an area. But like the inside is safe, so like people can if they stay in the middle of it, they're fine. But
So you can Thunderdome motherfuckers.
yes.
Okay.
But I think most of the time people just run out of it anyway.
Is it just like a thermite that doesn't do a lot of damage?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well that doesn't sound as useful.
No, you can't really use it inside buildings because you just kind of suicide if you do that. So it's really only useful out of buildings.
Well, that sounds like it could be useful in a lot of spots if people don't want to actually move out of it.
It's good for zoning, but
not much else. Like, I guess it depends on how big the circle is, right?
It's kind of sizable, but it's not that.
It's not
big.
like Bangalore old size.
No.
All right.
No. It's more
that's what my direct comparison would be.
I guess it's more like Caustic's old size, like how big the cloud is.
Well, that's not too bad, but
maybe a little bigger, but.
But if there's a safe middle, like
yeah, the middle is safe.
So what is his passive then?
He can hold 2 grenades in 1 slot.
Wow. I mean that can be useful.
And he can like shoot out grenades. So like instead of throwing them,
that's what
it's like it like shoots out much faster and farther.
Well, it doesn't sound awful.
So you can just spam. So like you could ult and then keep people trapped in the middle, and then just spam grenades, and then his Q as well. Like he's really good at like. Well, I don't know if he's good, but he potentially can like trap people and like just blow them up. Just I guess the point of this kit, but it doesn't usually work out too well, because not everyone's like gathered up together.
Yeah, people tend to spread quite a bit in Apex.
Yeah, or if they're like in a building or around it, you kind of can't really use it. The ult, I mean.
He sounds like a C tier, but I'll defer to you because you've actually used him.
Yeah, I'd say C, but like his grenade thing is pretty useful. Just being able to like chuck arc stars, like crazy.
Especially on Olympus, where you just get off the vehicle, sir. I'm gonna have to detain you.
I think his Q does stick to people. I don't remember.
Does it CC at all? Like, is it a flash or?
No.
Okay.
I think it just does damage.
Damage Qs, they're okay.
It's good to like block off doorways. So like if you want to escape, you can just like, hey, fuck off.
Yeah, it sounds like a free thermite.
Kinda, yeah.
Like a shorter thermite, but
yes.
I mean free. So yeah, that could be useful. Thermites are very good.
Gibby, I would say, right off the bat, probably C. C or B?
I've seen higher tier play of Gibby. He is extremely good when actually used properly.
Yeah, I'd lead more towards B than C.
He's like an A or an S.
Really?
If I'm honest, yeah. His kit's really conducive.
My problem is just his giant hitbox. Like, if you get up close, which you're gonna do a lot, he's gone.
Well, you know what they say: the best character, the best ability in the game is just good aim.
Yes.
So.
But his hitbox doesn't help.
Yeah. I
Makes
think
it a little
that's
easier.
fair, but I think that's like his balancing factor.
Sure.
Because his shield's really good. Gold backpack.
Oh yeah, true.
Basically, in his bubble.
I know it revives faster.
Yeah, it's extremely fast.
His ult is pretty damn good. I'll give him that.
Yeah, his ult is one of the best in the game.
Like I'm actually scared.
Matter
of
fact, the fact that you can basically zone off 2 areas with his abilities.
Yeah.
And force fights with both. makes him really good at picking and choosing what you want to do and when you're gonna do it. So I would say he's at least A tier.
Okay. You may have convinced me.
I mean, his passive is kind of meh.
What is it again?
It,
I don't remember.
it's the gun shield.
Oh, that's okay.
It is a mitigating factor for his big hitbox,
Yeah,
but it can give you away. But you can turn it off.
it definitely gives you, for sure.
Yeah, it's very visible at long ranges.
But he is like one of the best characters to snipe with. Bless you, Helen.
Yeah,
He's on the wrong stream. He can snipe pretty good with the dead with the shield.
Yeah, he wins sniper engagements pretty easily because of the gun shield.
All right, fine. I'll put him in.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the best characters in the game.
Horizon.
Mm.
Everyone loves her, but I don't know. Whenever I play her, I don't get it.
I think her kit's pretty good.
It is good.
I think she's very good for lower tier play, where we're at.
It's good for dumbasses.
She is very unga bunga. I mean,
The old.
she has the go in button on her Q. She can push with it from weird angles. But she can just stay in it and snipe.
Yeah, I get. It is kind of hard to hit her when she's doing like if a good person's using it, they're like going like. Whirr.
I'm pretty sure you can also crouch to reduce your hitbox as well in it, so you can get weird shit. Her ult is. It sounds like a better what's his face Australian man ult.
Yeah, but it can be shot down. Is the thing.
Yeah,
You can be destroyed,
but
if your team like focuses on.
Yeah, it's a balancing factor for sure. I think she's pretty good. I think her ult, having the uptime, can sometimes be a really big downside. I forget what her passive is. Oh, she doesn't get stunned from
when
falling
landing
large distances.
Yeah.
Which really helps with her Q. I think she's really good vertically. I think she's probably one of the best characters in like a straight high ground situation. Because you can drop, or if you're on the other side, you can get up fast.
I'd say that would go like Pathfinder.
We'll get to Pathfinder. I have things to say about Pathfinder. I think she's a solid character. She's probably B tier. She doesn't.
Yeah.
Her ult is good, but it's not defining in a team fight.
Yeah.
It can lock down like one. It can lock down whole teams if they're not spread out.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
like it's good to catch people out if they're like trying to heal behind cover.
Yeah, you can suck people out of cover. It's quite good, but at the same time, the health on it is quite low. It's like 40, like crypto drone. You can read it and see it coming. You can just shoot it out of the sky. Oh, this character.
This bitch. I'd say either A or S.
She is. I would say she's S.
Yeah.
Yeah. To let it be known, her passive is, get a free. I think it's like 300 health shield.
I don't think that has health. Like I don't think it'd be shot down.
It's even worse. I mean, even better. Worse.
Yeah.
For when you play against her.
Yes. Yeah,
she gets a wall, and most people have to commit to reviving a teammate.
Yeah.
She gets so much from bad play from your teammates.
Yeah, I have a buddy that I play with often who always plays Lifeline, but like a lot of times what happens is I'll go down and then they'll try to revive me while the fight's going on, and then they'll still kill me while I'm being revived.
Well, it becomes this counter push me or lose by attrition situation, because
It's still really good.
Yeah, it's extremely good. And that doesn't even bring up like free loot from her ult.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, it's not the best loot in the game. It's not like
usually
a logo.
not. It's usually just like shields and
you can
maybe a scope.
Get purples. You can get scopes.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, you can get like the gold sniper scope. Not sure about the regular digital threat. I don't think you can
get digi threat, but you can get at least purple tier like defensive items.
Yeah.
And that's pretty good, especially
so
early.
It can like let a lot of people know where you are.
Yeah,
especially on like Kings Canyon.
I think that's true. But
It's just like a
you can
big
also
beacon.
use it
Hey,
as
we're over here.
you can also use it as cover if you get discovered. Her Q is just free health. You have to commit to it now. You can't move it around.
Yeah, and it used to be able to like stay out in the outside of the circle, but it like dies now.
Yeah, I think her passive is probably what's keeping her at like this god tier status.
What's
I think
the?
if they put a
Oh, right.
cooldown on it, she would become a much worse character.
She should be worse. Yeah.
But I think she also deserves it. It really does just become a push us or you're not going to win this fight.
Yeah. All
Or
well.
or focus lifeline first.
Yeah. But also, what I've experienced is that if I get revived from Lifeline's passive, a lot of teams will like just wait for me to get revived to then shoot me like immediately again. So like I go down again, so it's like ah shit.
That's true as well. But I mean, she can just come back and get you again.
Yes, potentially.
I think just by you needing to focus her or draw out the gunfight, she becomes an extremely good character.
Doesn't she have the passive where they take more damage? Does she not?
I think she does. I think she takes 10% more damage because she's got a skinny hitbox. So you would
Yes.
think
Yes, she's tiny.
Loba.
I put her at C, especially right now because like she doesn't really work that well on Kings Canyon. She's still busted. Like her Q doesn't work on like half the places on the map. Bugged right now.
Yeah, I think her.
But outside of that, I'd still say C.
I agree. Her Q's kind of
It's kind of shit.
middling. Yeah.
It's not that good for like escaping because you have to wait.
You go, hey everybody, I'm going this way.
Yeah.
I think if it didn't make you drop to the floor, it might be better.
Like you're saying, if you could like teleport while it's in the air.
Yeah, if you could teleport to it while it was in midair. You can't use it as an engage because of the.
No, because it takes like
You
what
have
feels
like
like
a
100 years.
5-second animation where you
Yeah.
put it back on.
Her ult's really good though.
Her ult is the best thing about her.
That's what's
for
saving
sure.
her
Yeah.
from being anywhere.
Getting 2 free items from anywhere in the radius of it, and it's really big.
And free
Takes up,
ammo.
like- and free ammo.
Just
I
like
forgot
forever.
About that now. Yeah. It's ridiculous good.
And it comes up pretty fast too.
Yeah, you can get it twice pretty fast.
Like if you go to if you loot one area and then you go to another area, it's probably back up again.
Plus, you can tell if there's ult excels. I mean, her passive doesn't.
There's
do
a solo
anything,
player.
Really. Yeah,
It's
but
just
I-
like,
it
okay, this
doesn't-
is where the purple is, so I'm going right there. Like
Yeah.
everyone else, I'm not telling you what it is.
but at the same time, it's like, wow, you can see purples. It's good for first drop, and then it's useless every other time.
Yeah.
If there's people smart and know there's a Loba, I guess you could also use it to bait them as well. Be like, oh, there's a purple over here. I mean, and then shoot him.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm?
buffer?
Yeah. Got a nice butt too.
Yeah, that's good.
Should put her in B
Um,
for butt. Range. I don't know how to feel about him.
He's either the best or the worst character in the game, depending on his situation. They buffed him in Season 7.
Yeah.
Clones take damage. They have health.
Do they? I thought it was just
Yeah.
like I thought it was still like just one shot and then they go away.
No, I'm pretty sure they have like 10 HP.
Well, that's still like one shot with anything.
Yeah, but they can body block.
They stop damage?
Yeah, they stop damage.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I thought they just go through.
I'm pretty sure in Season 7 they buffed it to be different.
Oh.
They might have nerfed it again. I don't know.
I don't know. I never knew that.
I don't play Mirage. So
I don't usually either.
now that you can control his clones, they can be actually scary.
I still get bamboozled sometimes.
Yeah.
Not
As far as
often. A lot of
collecting-
people don't know how to use them.
Yeah, I think as far as collecting information goes, he's way worse than like even crypto.
Because it's like they have to shoot them, and then like if you hear the gunshot, you know more or less where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Already, just from hearing the gunshot.
Well, they get marked if they shoot the
Yeah.
decoy.
But I'm just.
But it's not.
it's not that
It doesn't
useful.
even. it's not a real mark. It just shows you like the general direction and how far away.
Yeah.
If they got marked like a Loba, not Loba, if they got marked like a
Like Bloodhound.
Bloodhound Q, it would be better, but I still don't think it'd be great.
He's got that thing where they go invisible when reviving, which is pretty good.
It's pretty good, but his arm bands, his like arm things still light up. So if you're attentive, you can still see it.
But in like an open field, sometimes you get away with it.
Yeah, you can miss him for sure. But his Q is okay, but his ult is kind of bad.
It's useful in buildings, like close range. That's about it. Not
Well,
even then sometimes.
Yeah, if I'm right about them being able to soak up damage, it can be kind of useful for just getting out.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, is it doesn't do anything for your team.
Yeah.
The good ults in this game do something not just for you, but for everybody in your team.
Yeah, he's a bit of a selfish character.
I would say he's D, or maybe E.
Yeah.
Octane.
Octane, my boy. That's my boy.
I don't think he's S tier, but he's pretty good. Especially that they doubled his passive healing.
Yeah, his healing's fucking crazy now.
It's 1 HP a tick.
They buffed his jump pad, or like before, like if there was like a kind of hacky way to like go higher with the jump pad by like jumping at the right time when you slid into it. Now they made that like default. Like if you slide into it, you jump farther, and then if you just run into it, you jump higher.
Oh, okay, that's good. I think his jump pad's pretty good. It's
super good.
I also feel that it's kind of, well, using it vertically, at least back in Season 7, it was just a worse Horizon Q. If you can get more horizontal movement out of it on top of being vertical, it's probably pretty good now.
Yeah. If you go vertical, it's like you kind of show everyone where you're at, and then people just shoot you out of the air. But doing the slide into it, you don't go up as high, so it's harder for people to get at you, I guess.
Does it still have the double jump too?
Yes, you can jump twice, so you can get pretty far.
That sounds good. I still think he's kind of fragile because he takes 20 HP to get in. But he's a very go fast or die slow kind of character.
I'll say A.
I would say he's B, just
B.
because just because of the HP loss. Like, yeah, it comes back, but if you engage with Q, you're coming in with 80 HP.
Sure, but if you're good, you.
Well, yeah, if you're good, you kill them all before anything ever happens.
Right, Pathfinder. They massacred my boy.
And then they said, "Look, we didn't massacre him. Look, it's fine." And they brought his corpse about.
I used to main him. He was so fun, and then they turned him to shit.
Well, he was OP.
Yeah, well,
for a while.
Sure. That's why it was fun.
Well, yeah.
I thought he was balanced, and then they made it worse. So I was like, oh, why?
If you could use Hook less as a Z-axis movement option and actually slingshot, he was overpowered because you could go extreme distances.
Oh, I know.
Like you could cover the whole of the swamp in one sling.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I'm saying for the viewers.
I know.
Well, we should say how they changed it because it used to be flat 15 seconds.
Isn't it like 30 now, or more than that?
It's maximum 30 seconds.
Yeah.
35 seconds actually. So they made it momentum based, so you could get one good sling, or you could get a bunch of short grapples.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they made it based on momentum. So if you got a good sling and then you slid, it would go all the way up to 30 seconds. 35 seconds. Like, his ult is okay. It's very linear. His whole thing is having good movement with his Q. So nerfing, like, the reason to play Pathfinder was a big detriment to him. And his pick rate.
Yes, and also he's got that low profile passive, I think, still, but he's not small.
Yeah, he takes 10% more damage, but he has one of the bigger hitboxes in the game.
I know, it's bullshit. I think people are saying that they're gonna get rid of that for him in the next patch, or that they were like planning to do it. I'm not.
I've been hearing that for a year, but
It's gonna happen this time. His ult's good.
his ult is good.
Good repositioning tool.
Yeah, people like to use it as an escape though,
Yes.
and that's just incorrect. That's not how you want to use that.
I mean, that's
Hey
how I
guys,
use it.
let's all move in a straight line away from the enemy. Okay. Wait, why am I dead?
Don't really want to use it as an engage. Tried. It's not good.
You can use it as a third party engage. His passive is, I mean, his passive was so okay that they gave it to literally every recon character.
Yeah.
So,
Did they change it, or did he? Does he still have the same one? Or I think what it is now is that when you use a beacon, his ult charge gets lowered.
His ult reduces, and I mean his ult is pretty good, but most people play Pathfinder for big Qs, get in, show how big your PP is, and then get out.
That's what I used to do all the time. Can't
So
do it anymore.
I would say he's B tier, just because of how long that ult is.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'd be happy if they just get rid of the 10% damage increase.
Honestly, yeah, maybe.
Because I know they did it before because like you just move around so fucking fast you can't even hit them. And that's why they did that, I think.
Yeah, they needed to pick and they chose both.
They chose poorly.
Very contentious character. I love him though.
This useless bitch.
All right. No,
she's
she's not that bad. She's not even that bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time I get in the game with her, she does nothing.
She's very preparatory. She plays very well with a certain Korean man.
Of course, the two shittest people would play good with each other.
She's at least D tier, just by virtue of being able to set up.
Well, we gotta have someone in F tier. Hey.
That's not true.
Gotta.
No, that's not true.
It's right here. Alright.
Her Q's really good.
Make your case.
If you can set up Q's, they do absorb at least 150 damage. And that's just on the top bit.
Yeah, but if you get a thermite in there.
I mean, if you get a thermite in any of the other setup characters' setups, you mess them up too.
Sure, but I think hers is much more detrimental.
Her passive is useless.
It's the LMG stuff, right?
It's extended mags on LMGs.
Isn't it faster reloads too?
And faster reloads, but I mean, at the same time, I don't think you're picking up very many LMGs still.
Yeah, apparently a lot of people have been saying the Spitfire is really good now.
I heard it got buffed, but I didn't hear how much it got buffed.
Yeah, I've tried to use it, but like I don't get it.
Yeah. At the end of the day, though, it's 10 more bullets.
Yeah.
For any LMG.
Now that could be good with
more.
Could be good with the Havoc, because the Havoc's, or not the Havoc, the Devotion. Devotion's super good still.
Her ult isn't quite good.
It can be.
It does a billion damage.
It does do a lot of damage, especially if you have the shield in front of it. But
yeah,
that again, it's like specific requirements have to be met that don't happen often unless it's like late game.
She's very preparatory.
Like if she's caught out, she's fucked. Can't really do anything.
Yeah, I think if you play into her, she can be extremely good. Sure. But again, I think she's D tier with Crypto because you have to play a whole team around her.
She doesn't even have any movement options. Anything to help her team.
Well, she can cut off places with extra walls.
But
so she can defend like a whole house at any game with her by herself.
If you can get her shields up, which takes time to build, and like anyone can hear them in like a 100-mile radius, so like most people are just gonna shoot them down.
Yeah, but if you block a door, it doesn't take any time to block them off. You get the physics properties of it, frame 1 of hitting it.
True.
You. So I think she's D because she can do everything like a defense character wants to do, but it just takes longer.
That's why I would say E, because she's so fucking slow.
But I mean, I think of E and F tier as being not able to do anything. I think of that being like training dummy.
Get rid of this. They were gonna use it.
I do think she is the worst character in the game. Don't get
Okay,
me wrong.
okay, so then E. Yeah.
So, okay, I thought you were going to put her in F and have empty E. I think E is fine if you're going to have an E tier.
Like, the turret's fun to use.
The turret is fun. You can put it on the skiffs in Olympus.
I've never seen anyone do that.
I've done it myself. I've gotten a couple kills. It's like playing on a warthog, but a little worse.
Yeah, that does sound good, but I've never seen anyone do that.
Yeah.
Probably because they're already dead before they can get the chain.
Yeah.
Watson.
Okay, Watson's one of the best characters in the game.
Yeah, I hate playing as her. I don't like playing.
Well,
as
she's very defensive. So,
I know,
and
that-
you're a very aggro player.
very big ball.
Yeah.
I just
I
can't
would say
figure.
she's A or S tier. Being able to lock down a whole house by yourself and not have grenades thrown into it,
If the
and
ult's up.
give shields,
Yes. Although the shield regeneration's like super fucking slow, but still,
it's there.
yes, still.
And what is her passive? Oh, ult excels give her full ult. That's it.
Yeah.
So you can actually use ult acceleration. I think they get deleted after the first one, but you can have multiple in a fight if you carry around an ult excel.
Yeah, but then you
It's
have to have a
situational, but it
space.
is good.
Yes.
Light walls can break doors. They can keep doors.
Yeah.
You don't want to go in because you get stunned. Well, it's not stunned, but you might as well be stunned.
It's a stun. Like you're slowed down a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you could be one of those crazy people who has like an 18,000 DPI switch and have normal aim through it.
Yeah.
But you're not getting in without difficulties, and she's going to be plinking at you while you're doing it.
Especially in fucking Cage on King's Canyon. My God, the team with Watson gets caged. You're not getting in there.
Yeah, you might as
Like they
well
hold
give
the
up.
top part. Like there's no way.
She's extremely good.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I hate playing as her, but like yeah, she's good. Same goes for Wraith. I hate no.
You just don't like defense characters. Well, except for Caustic.
Caustic's the exception.
Caustic is an offensive character with with the defense
He's got the
badge
biggest.
slapped on him.
He's got the biggest balls. Anyway, Wraith. The tiniest
Wraith
balls.
used to be the end all be all best character in this game.
Yes, I remember. Those were good days. I played
For
her
you.
all the time. All
For
the time.
you.
Yeah. Season 1, she was god tier.
I remember season 1 Bloodhound. That wasn't fun.
Nice.
Oh, there's been someone here. Like, I don't know when.
Someone was here. Fuck if I know when or who. Shit.
Someone is around. I don't know where. Okay. But
Today?
back to Wraith.
Today? Who knows?
Who knows? So Wraith, she got nerfed.
They butchered her Q. I hate it. It takes like.
She needed it.
I know,
to be-
but. I know.
And that's the thing. She's still one of the best characters.
I know. It just takes 5 years for her Q to go off.
So
I don't get my get out of jail free card anymore. It
Yeah.
pisses me off.
So to explain, her Q used to instantly make you invincible for 5 seconds. Essentially,
Glorious.
it was supposed to be an escape tool. People used it as an escape tool, but
I escape all the time.
you would essentially start a fight with Wraith, and then Wraith would end up somewhere else as soon as you shot at her.
Mhm.
Because her passive, it's useless.
It is very
But is it?
usually a lot of times it is, but sometimes like if you just like go into another area, you don't see anybody, and it's just like, oh, someone's aiming at me. It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
So
Oh,
her
shit.
passive,
Sorry.
you get a voice line when someone is looking or aiming at you, which can be useful, but most of the time not. But season 1, when everyone was just learning to play, you would hear someone's aiming at you, and you would hit that Q button and you start looking.
Yeah.
They nerfed her. She has like this second where she's got to put out a Naruto hand sign.
Oh yeah, that.
And it's like extra 3 seconds,
Yeah.
and then she escapes. So there is counterplay. Just kill her before it,
Or find her afterwards.
or find her afterwards, because she leaves a quite visible trail. But what she used to be able to do was she would force a fight, get out, and then bring you by making you want to follow her into her team. And that's not even the best part of her kit.
Her ult. So
Her
good.
ult is the best reposition tool in the game. It is an invincible teleport.
Also be used as a trap.
You
If
can
you're
also
clever.
use it as a trap,
Just throw people off cliffs.
or into caustic traps.
That too.
You set it, you get a speed boost, and then you get to set the end point. She's still S tier.
Yeah, yeah. They did make her hitbox a little bigger recently.
With the run speed change, that's another thing.
That too.
She used to low profile when she ran because she Naruto ran,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
her favorite anime. And
I love this.
you would just not hit her sometimes because she crouched down so far.
Yeah.
But now that she runs like a normal person, Apex
Well, normal.
Respawn.
Air quotes.
Well, yeah, Respawn told her stop with that weeb shit.
Cut it out.
She looks kind of janky, but she has a normal running hitbox, so you can kill her. But she's still the best character in the game because of her repositioning.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And now, last but not least, Revenant.
I love this boy. I don't know if he's good.
I don't. His silence is really good still.
His silence is really good.
You
He
can
does
shoot
get
two
free
of 'em.
pushes with his ult.
Yeah, there's that too. But the only thing with his ult that is, if you get shot down, while in the shadow realm, I'm gonna call it, you have less health, so like you still have to like hang back and heal anyway. And
Yeah.
then while you're gone, they, like the team that you're fighting can heal as well, so it's almost like nothing happened. Sometimes
It's very good at third parties for sure.
until someone finds it and destroys it. Then you get caught out with your dick out. It's like, oh shit.
So
like,
to explain, his Q makes everyone. It does 10 damage, and
Yeah.
you can't use your abilities if you get hit by it, and it stays out for a good 10 seconds.
yeah, the effect lasts a while too. Isn't it like 15 seconds?
It's 15, something like that. You can lock down hallways with it. It's pretty useful. It can stop people like Wraith from escaping.
Yeah.
It can stop Lifeline's heal shield with her passive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If you can lob it into a heal shield, it'll stop it. Not only, but get rid of the shield. So he has counterplay to some of the best characters in the game. But his ultimate is just okay. I think it can be good, but it's very situational.
It either lets you just go fucking buck wild, or like get you with your dick out,
Either gets you a free win for a push,
or fucks
you've
you over.
lost and now you're getting counter pushed.
Yeah.
Because not only does it show you, like it shows you exactly where the totem is
Yeah, if you get.
when you get sent back.
Yeah.
So I would say he's B because
Yeah.
because he's just good enough with his Q and his push. He's overall very good, but situational at times. I still kind of disagree about Rampart, but I think everywhere else is correct.